Hello, friends. This is a content warning. There will be a brief depiction of violence and abuse involving minors in this episode. We'll provide a warning prior to the scene, as well as timestamp information on screen and in the show notes. Thank you, and enjoy the show. Sovereign, Waterlily, and Schwarzschild, you all feel this strange, intrusive thought, and it's accompanied by a physical sensation. It's very disorienting. It's like a cold knife being run up the back of your spine and then like sliding into your brain stem. And the thought itself is incredibly jumbled. It's almost like 3 or 4 different thoughts merged together. And then all of you plus Rant start to hear screaming coming from outside, from far enough away that it's obviously not in your encampment.
Is that either of y'all?
No, this is your type of thing. Go for it.
You have to go. Oh.
I'll.
If you want to help.
We'll see. Sovereign runs out onto the stage and grabs the mic off the floor and yells to the crowd, "Everybody clear a path!"
They absolutely do so.
And she points out, "Come on, guys, hop to it. Come on, superheroes."
You want to come with, or should I just go?
Go.
Lead the way. Rent's gonna follow, but stay behind them.
I mean, I'm holding out my hand for like a flight buddy.
Yeah, Lily will grab one.
All right, then just grab you and then rocket up. I'll try to gain some altitude and see what's going on.
God, he's cool.
That's hot.
Oh, I know.
So, Schwarzschild and Waterlily, you guys rocket up into the sky, and from that perspective, it's fairly easy to see at least where the general whatever is happening. You see, it's in it's 2 pens over from where you guys are. If you guys quickly reference the map in your head, this is actually in a kind of a human rights group. They don't really have a strong say in Nova should do this, Nova should do that. It's more there are human rights violations going on, and it really doesn't matter who's doing it. Something needs to be done. That's kind of
It's a more general protest than anything hyper specific.
Yeah, they kind of have there's a subtle, from what you remember, there's a subtle Novas dominate our society a little bit too much, and we should just talk about things like people.
Mm-hmm.
That's their stance. And you can see a disturbance. You don't really see what's happening, but you see people are moving, there's people are trying to get away, people are moving in different directions within the group. And there's starting to be a police reaction to it. And Rant and Sovereign, you guys come through the crowd, and you can hear generally where it is, but you don't know exactly where it is.
No.
I'm going to very deliberately in the sky rotate and then slowly move and then accelerate towards the direction, hoping to give the 2 other Novas down on the ground an idea of where I'm going.
Okay. There he go.
So yeah, you guys can track that fairly easily, and you guys can get an idea of where to go.
Right. When you guys get in the area, I'm gonna make a roll. Yeah. Actually, I need people to make a composure roll.
Okay.
When you guys get in, or resolve, whatever's higher for you guys.
So Waterlily and Schwarzschild first.
Yes.
Correct.
Would my iron will apply to this?
Yes. If you have anything that has mental defenses, that would definitely apply.
So what am I rolling? Sorry, integrity?
You are actually, composure plus integrity. Absolutely. I forgot about integrity. Yeah, composure plus integrity.
Composure plus integrity. Okay. Can't remember what iron will does off the top of my head. But
every dot gives you a +1. Well, this is because of what this is. It's half of its value, so it's +1 enhancement.
And does the mega composure apply at all?
Yes, your scale does apply.
Okay, excellent.
Make a roll real quick.
Wait.
So what is Schwarzschild? What'd you get?
3 total.
3 total. Okay, and Waterlily.
8.
Nice.
So Waterlily, the only one that's directly actually affected is Schwarzschild, but very minorly. You get this feeling again, that same sensation, like this cold going up into your spine and right into your mind, and it's a very strange feeling. And this chaotic thoughts jumble your head, and you kind of just lose coordination and just kind of crash onto the ground. You don't hit anyone, but you just kind of fall out of the sky and you hit the ground. Luckily, you were almost to the ground anyways when this overtook you. Waterlily, you're not affected. You have clear head about it, but it is the strangest sensation you've encountered of any sort of manipulation like this. For you, this is completely alien. It feels like an internal force coming out rather than an external force going in. It's extremely odd.
Okay, so it doesn't feel like an external stimuli. It just feels like a quantum reaction.
You're not sure what it is.
Okay.
But it is, what I'm saying is the strangest sensation with any sort of manipulation like this. This is the strangest encounter you've had.
Got it.
Schwarzschild will waver in air and cry out with one hand holding his head, the other sort of losing his grip on Waterlily. And then it'll be an ugly landing. I'll try to throw Waterlily back as I land just so that I cancel the momentum for her so she doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, no one's hurt. It's just it's an ugly landing. It's you're disoriented right now.
Yeah.
Hey, and she'll like get really close to him. Hey, talk to me. What are you feeling?
Feel like there's a knife in my head, and it's I can't think straight. I can't.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
all chaos.
Okay.
Yeah, and then by this point, I think Rant and Sovereign get close enough for this to happen. So you guys will need to make a roll as well.
It'll
Yeah,
probably
I
be an
got two.
integrity composure roll, actually.
Yeah. That's what we said.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I rolled 2.
I got 2 successes. I also have 3 Iron Will and 1
Oh.
Mega Composure.
Okay,
so
make a
cool.
picture. Okay, so Rant is fine. You're okay. Very similar to Waterlily, this weird sensation comes over you, but you're able to sort of isolate it, but it feels very odd. It's nothing like you've encountered before. And then, but for Cassiopeia, you're really disoriented. And Scott, I'll let you describe that.
Yeah. You come into this and you get that sensation, cold knife up the back, and just an intrusion into your mind. And yeah, this jumble of thoughts and emotions just hits you. And it's incredibly disconcerting.
Yeah, no, she just squats down and sort of like tries to cover her ears, but like that's not doing anything.
Right.
But she's not moving forward. She is just too disorientated by that.
Waterlily will look over at Rant there's some sort of effect happening. We need to figure out where it is and stop it. It's hurting them.
Agreed. Yeah.
Guys can definitely make me cunning rolls, and we'll make cunning plus Enigma, Scott?
Sure. Yeah.
This is a weird thing.
Sovereign and Schwarzschild, you can act, but you guys have a 2-point complication of disorientating,
Okay.
which if you don't buy it off, then you might get muddled information.
Okay.
We just buy that off anytime we make a roll later on.
Yeah, but well, if you want to make the enigmas roll,
Sure.
you can
that's
do
pretty
it there,
good.
and yeah, you can buy it off on any roll as well.
My
So you
Enigmas
said
is
it was
crap, so
Enigma's cunning?
Yeah,
Nice.
my
or if you want to
roll,
sell
that's
another
fine.
attribute.
I have a specialty in deductive reasoning. Do you think that would help?
It wouldn't help you on an enigmas roll. It would help you on a non-enigmas
Separate
roll.
Yeah.
Got it. Oof. 2 successes.
2. Yeah, that's going to be very muddled.
Yeah. So you can probably just buy off the complication, but not get
That's
any
what
good
I'll do.
information.
That's what I'll do. I'll just sit there trying to like freaking compose myself.
Yeah. And you're slowly doing that. It's just very hard to think. What about everyone else?
2 successes for Waterlily.
2 successes for Waterlily. Yeah, you don't have the complication. You're starting to get it. What about Rant?
I only got 1. But at this point, I think Rant's actually gonna like turn to the crowd and say, "Everybody, back up."
Okay. All right, and Schwarzschild.
And didn't even try to roll. I've
Didn't
got
even try to. Okay,
not
so,
even a. I don't think I have a pool that's more than a die or 2.
Well, I mean,
so,
you could still roll an attribute and try and buy off the complication.
I guess intellect.
Sure.
literally think your way out of the box.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just
I
deep
mean,
breath.
if you just want to muscle through what's happening to you, you could add your integrity to that.
Okay, I'll try that because that was no successes, not a botch, but no successes. And integrity on top of that is 2 successes.
Okay, so you're able to muscle think your way out of the complication. So you guys are both no longer disorienting. You've blocked it out, whatever's happening out.
Yeah. So, but Waterlily, since you had a clear head and are actually looking around and trying to deduce, what's making this difficult is the entire crowd is acting in an extremely erratic behavior. Some are in pain, some are looking off listless, some are just screaming, some are running away. It's very hard. It's not like everyone's just running away from one central location. There's just so many people, but you're starting to get the sensation that the more sort of affected people, more drastically affected people who actually like maybe unconscious or towards sort of the back of this crowd, and you can start making your way back there through this.
But
crowd.
Rant, go ahead and make me a command roll for that, getting them to back off.
Sure.
Yep.
I want to use my specialty of evoking emotion here too.
Sure.
So like at the same time, like everyone get back, but I want people to calm down.
Okay, that's fair. You can apply that.
I'm assuming you're hitting with make a presence and all that fun stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm always going to use it unless for some reason I'm not, because Brant thinks he has to.
Yep.
So 4 successes on the dice.
Plus scale. So he got 8 right there, Scott.
Okay, so the ones that seem to be like more in their head than not, absolutely like part the way. There's still people here who are like, some of them are trying to get out of the way, but they're like going in the exact wrong direction. Other people's are just ignoring you. So you have an easier path to the back of the area. But yeah, so Waterlily, you're sussing out where things are. Rant has kind of cleared the way. So you don't know exactly where it is, but you have an easier path to where you think it is.
Yeah, she'll actually tap on her communicator and relay, I'm seeing, this sort of activity. I'm seeing people down in the back of Sector 3. I'm going to investigate now. There is some sort of mental activity occurring.
Okay.
Was that specifically to Alexander or just in general?
That was to the ground forces that were networked in here.
Noted.
Okay. A few moments after you send that message, a purple light shines up on your communicator, and there's a slight hum emanating from it.
Okay. Do I have any idea what that might mean?
You have no idea what that might mean.
Great.
Frightening.
But yeah, so you guys are able to head into the crowd. Is everybody going in, or what's going on?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think once she composes herself, she'll go in.
Yep.
But I do think I would like for Cassie to use telepresence towards Waterlily to ask what's going on. And so I don't think
Yeah, you can just basically like project your voice into her earpiece.
Yeah, which is probably a little weird for Waterlily. But you hear her very familiar voice.
Yeah, no, she's very used to her teammates who pull this on her. So suddenly there's a Can you hear me back?
Yes, I can hear you back. What's going on? There was like some sort of mental attack or something.
We're finding out. I'm headed towards the back here. If you feel safe doing so, come on. You could be helpful.
I can get people out of your way. Where in the back? I could tell them to move.
And she'll relay the sort of direction that she's going.
Got it. I'll get everyone out of your way.
Just get them someplace safe.
Sure. Yeah, I suppose when she gets a chance, or when Cassie gets a chance, she's going to project her voice over the like speakers that are throughout this venue to sort of tell people what direction to leave.
Okay.
To make it easier for like people who need to go to get there.
Okay. Schwarzschild, what are you doing?
I'm going to turn on my communicator and talk to Alexander and try to give him as brief a rundown as I can to inform him that the Terrigen that we spoke about earlier have been, how to put this?
They've been neutralized.
They are no longer adversely affecting the crowd, but there is some sort of psychic attack that Lily and I are currently investigating that does not appear to be coming from either of them.
And Alexander gets a message back because you actually patch directly into him, like you're talking to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, understood, rerouting resources, assess and contain.
Roger Wilco. Like you, Alexander hears how shaky his voice is.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So Cassiopeia, go ahead and let's make a roll for you. Trying to basically you're doing the same thing Rant does, but through different means.
Yeah.
But another command roll.
Okay, manipulation command.
Sure.
All right, sounds good to me. 3.
Okay.
My number
3
today, it
plus your
seems.
scale, so 5 total.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to like it coming from a different source seems to affect people in a different way. So more people start to weed out and head to the areas. There's still a small knot of people around the back that seem to be either just like unconscious or like in having mild seizures. Like nothing is reaching these people, and it seems to just like there literally seems to be almost a pile of people.
Yeah,
that
like
have
you're
just like fallen around.
Yeah, Waterlily, you're feeling as you get closer to this pile, that feeling in the back of your head is getting stronger and stronger with like every step.
Actually, I'm gonna need to have everyone else do another integrity roll.
Sure.
Yeah.
Composure plus integrity. Again, any bonuses you get for mental defenses apply.
Yeah, I have mega composure for one dog. I fail it. Bingo bongo. Brilliant.
So we're gonna go around the room. What did Cassiopeia get?
0.
Noted. Waterlily.
4.
Okay. Schwarzschild.
6 plus my iron will, so 7.
Cool. And Rant.
Nice.
2 successes, but I've got 3 iron will and 1 mega composure.
Okay, so you got like 6 total. So yeah, everyone's fine except for Cassiopeia, Scott.
Okay, yeah, Cassiopeia, that feeling comes back, and it's stronger now.
Oh, she has to take a knee.
Yeah, everyone else, you guys muscle through it. Like you're able to marshal your own like internal will to push it out, but it is louder and more present. But you're able to fend it off, and you guys do see Cassie take a step back and falter.
Brent's gonna back up, pick her up, like not like pick her up, but like help her to her feet.
I'm okay. Just go. I'm fine. Nothing's gonna happen to me on the floor. Just put me down.
Okay.
Just put me down.
We'll come back to help her. We just need to stop the effect.
Yeah.
There's like a random scream of one of those people in the pile. Like just
Go, 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 go.
I'm gonna
Yep.
fly ahead, staying low to the ground,
Okay.
just to see if I can see anything
Yeah.
that's obviously towards the purple. No. The purple light was on the wristband. Just
Mhm.
forward.
Yeah, that light also has come up on your wristband as well.
Uh,
Yeah. Give me a, let's see here. What would be a good roll? Yeah, I need an empathy roll from you.
okay, just a sec.
Empathy or enigmas.
Yep.
I have more empathy than I have anything else. Would resolve work for this? I'm trying
Absolutely.
to like. I want to get this. This has to get done.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. That'll work.
And do not forget, my lovely little Novas, you all can push your powers too.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
True. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
I want to push my powers into something that I have no experience with, which is trying to make my senses better.
Ooh.
That'd
Okay,
that'd
so-
basically be mega cunning.
Yeah, you mega cunning. So what you're going to do is you're going to spend quantum points up to your quantum to build a dice pool.
2.
Okay. You take a flux.
Yep.
And then you can take additional flux to add enhancement to this roll.
Up to your quantum.
Up to your quantum.
So 2 pool points, 1 flux, and what else? Sorry.
You can spend additional flux to get enhancement.
Let me just go with this for now.
Okay.
So 2 points, 2 dice. That's a botch.
Oh.
Okay. You gain another point of flux automatically. That's how that works.
Yeah. So you feel like something with what's happening with these weird sensations and your own internal quantum, just you feel like a short circuit happen inside of you. You're still able to roll and try and figure it out, but you trying to
gonna get
push
it.
yourself didn't work.
Okay. Does that count as an attempt to max?
No.
Okay. So I have taken 2 more points of flux, and I will be rolling. What was it? Resolve plus empathy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's better. 2 successes.
2 successes. So with your advantage of being high, you are able to kind of like whatever's happening, like the epicenter of it, it is like kind of near the center of this pile, but actually closer to kind of like the edge of like the cordoned off area, like the makeshift fence. You'd say it's like it's there are probably a couple of you see the sort of the epicenter of it, and it's near the bottom of this pile and towards the edge of the fence.
Okay. I will land there and start trying to, as gently as I can, pull people off and find a place to set them down, or like if there's any like people who are responding either in the crowd or security personnel, just try to hand them off. But I'm digging through the pile as best I can without trying to hurt anybody.
And the rest of you see Schwarzschild go into action, and you see where he's heading for.
Oh,
So what's everybody else doing?
Yeah, Waterlily's going to beeline for that spot as well.
Yeah.
Waterloo, you notice just because of the nature of like just being very calm, even in the worst situations,
Mhm.
you realize that rescue workers are having a very hard time helping because the moment they come into the sphere of whatever's going on, they are assaulted by whatever you guys are feeling. So help, like baseline help, is not easily incoming.
Jeez.
Cassie, can you still hear me?
Yeah. What's up?
Are either of you two medically trained?
I mean, sure, yeah. Lying. She's lying.
If
What's up?
the rescue teams are having trouble actually getting in here to help people. If you see someone who needs help, get them outside of the range.
Okay, sure. I can do that. Whatever. Cool. Oh.
If you want to be a hero today, here's your shot.
Oh, I'm not a hero. That's you guys. She gets to her feet.
Breathing is trendy, Cassie.
You're right.
Rant, what about you?
I think Rant's going to follow Waterlily, like right to the source of whatever this thing is. He's,
Okay.
for whatever reason, in hero mode.
Gotcha. Okay, so in conjunction, when the three of you show up, and like in conjunction with like Schwarzschild, like lifting like the dead weight, because there are several unconscious people here, like you're able to manage that pretty easily. You hand people off. The three of you manage to sort of clear not the entire pile, but you get to where you think whatever's happening, and you see kind of crouched with their hands clutching their head, like full fetal position. You see and you can feel like sort of everything emanating from this person. A young person, they're a young man, just sort of fetal position, like clutching their head, crying, making just sort of incomprehensible noises. And you are all just like hit with the presence of this person, like the mental energy is just coming off of them in a very strange way, and you've identified who's doing this.
Looks over at Rant. I'm gonna try something.
You
It
want me to
could-
back you up?
Please, or at least just be a friendly face when they open their eyes.
Yeah.
And I
If
am,
he gets much worse, I'm just gonna fly off with him. I'm gonna make for the ocean.
you'll fall out of the sky.
That's why I'll go for the ocean.
Hold
Ugh.
off on that for now. Let's try and talk him down.
I know. Just that's the backup.
Okay, backup noted. And I am going to attempt to max out.
Okay,
Hey,
So-
maxing out.
once again, quantum quantum points up to your quantum max to build a pool.
Yep.
Take a point of flux, and
Yep.
then additional flux to get enhancement.
Got it. Okay, so that will, with the flux, take us to 5 and 2 successes.
Okay, so you get to spend two. You can enhance, boost two different things, or one thing twice.
Okay. There is a concentration as she basically like leans forward and is heavily concentrating on this person, and there's that sense of the vibe of composure and lessening of trauma, stress, high emotion that is the effect of her power. But then something else starts flickering in, and I am going to generate a temporary quantum power,
Okay,
quantum disruption.
Okay.
noted.
Noted.
And she is going to attempt to actually shut the power off.
Okay, go ahead and then roll for quantum disruption.
So cool.
Pulling that up right now.
Waterlily, what an icon. Love it.
The ultimate buzzkill.
Disruption. You're going to be rolling quantum plus your dots in the power.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 quantum points to use.
Okay.
Increases the yeah. Every success lowers a power by like basically 1 level.
Okay, and I'm going to be putting a 3-point complication on this of something fucky.
Yep.
Cool. Do people mind if I get into the momentum pool again?
No, good time to use
Please.
it.
Can I
Save
have
a child.
Oh, there's 2 additional momentum because Schwarzschild botched.
Yep.
Mhm. Which leads to the question, can I use 2 of them, please?
Yeah.
I'm doing my
Yes.
part. Yes, please do.
Yes. You're welcome.
It was good. It was solid. All right, so that's the quantum, the Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 5 successes.
Okay. Would you like to buy off the complication? I will let you know that you will not fully, if you buy off the complication, you will not fully shut down the power.
And you said that the complication is just something.
Something fucky is gonna happen.
Yep. You know what? Let's tell a good story. The power is to the point is to shut down the power. We'll take the complication.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you reach in with your quantum power, and you're not sure whether this is strange or not because you've never used this power before.
Mhm.
But it feels strange. It feels like you're trying to, it feels like you're trying to screw something in with a hammer. Because it interacts with it, and you just sort of brute force shut it down. And there is for lack of a better term, a psychic shockwave goes out. Viewers, this is the official quantum, the content rating that we mentioned at the start of the stream. If you want to bypass this content, it is traumatic memories, particularly with abuse. You can skip to the timestamp on the screen right now. But what happens is, Waterlily, you get hit with a flood of intertwined but still discernible memories. And the rest of you experience some memories of your own as well. Rant, you, for the briefest moment, are back in that alley, and they are all around you. And you see the brick being lifted up, and you think that this might be your last night. You're probably not even making it to the show. Schwarzschild, when your dad does this, he's very precise about it. He only tightens the belt enough to starve you of air, but not enough to leave marks that will leave for more than a day or so. Cassie, the explosions are going off in the distance, and that woman is going for her knife, and you pull the trigger, and you see her back get blown out by the round of the shot of the assault rifle. And Waterlily, you are hit with all of these memories. Like I said, intertwined but distinguishable. And you have to contend with that as you're trying to force this power to go away. And it does. And everything stops. People who are unconscious start to sort of rouse, the seizures stop, and that field of psychic energy goes away.
Person that's in front of you that you were using on is calm but still unconscious.
Cassie talks to Waterlily again. It stopped. What happened? It's calming down. What's going on?
They erupted.
Help.
Waterlily?
Help.
Waterlily and Schwarzschild, your communicators go off. There is a message on them. It says, "Specialist agents inbound, hand off the subject."
Okay, I'm not getting anything out of you.
So,
Rant,
yeah.
what's
what?
going on?
Kid looks deactivated. I think we should let them take him to a reshoot facility.
A baby erupted?
Yeah.
It's not a baby, it's just a young person. Oh, sorry.
All
You-
babies are babies.
You
baby,
all should
baby
go.
Nova.
We've got Utopia's coming in. Y'all don't need to be here.
Look, keep an eye on this kid. I'm worried that sometimes people end up in the system and don't get out. But I trust both of you. Don't make me regret it.
Thank you.
And Rant walks off. Stalks off, actually, like with a purpose, back to the stage.
Okay. Cassie, do you go with them?
No. Rant, come back. God, my
Well, Thought we were making a dramatic exit.
She just follows after you like a puppy. Oh.
Waterlily is actually kind of shaking and like looking between them and everybody else in the crowd that she sort of got too much of a personal view on. Okay. Are you okay? To Schwarzschild.
I just take a deep breath and kind of give myself a shake. Yeah, I'll be fine. And I'll pick up the young woman.
It's a young man.
I'll just pick him up like I'm holding a baby, and just
Yeah.
sort of like holding him against me just to kind of keep him steady. I'll be fine.
Yeah, as you pick this person up, you start seeing lots of like EMTs and the police coming in, but they're coming in to help. They're like getting people up off the ground. They're assessing people. They're obviously going to work because they could not get in, but now that they can, it's kind of like a flood. And then shortly, like within a minute of you picking them up and everything, you see various people in black suits, sunglasses, walking towards you guys.
I'll turn so that my back is to them, and I'm sort of presenting the young man to Waterlily. Real quick, see if you can find any ID on them before they get here.
Yeah, of course.
Give me a larceny roll.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
There's one thing the system is good at. It is bureaucracy.
I botched.
Oh shit! Yeah, you pat them down, and then Schwarzschild, you feel a hand on your back, and says, "Is that the subject?"
I reckon so.
We don't know their name.
They're out, and I'll look up. Is it anyone that I recognize?
You don't recognize them. You do. I will say you notice there is you look at like their lapels because there tends to be like badges and pins on people, officials, the pins. You actually see the symbol of the Aeon Society, but they don't have like a badge or a name badge or anything like that.
I'll actually I will take a visible step back. I'm pretty sure I can only relinquish this person to Utopia personnel. No offense.
Son, you understand that, and he kind of looks at the Republic, that Utopia is an Aeon organization.
You may pay the bills, sir, but I need to make sure that I can clear this through my coordinator, and I'll click my communicator on. Alexander, you there?
Alexander is go.
Seems to be an eruption. We've handled it, but we're not sure who exactly has the authority to take this person into custody.
Do they have the Aeon Society lapels?
Yes.
Hand them over immediately.
I'll just turn it off without anything else and just hand him out to the guy.
Yeah, he takes them over, and there's a like a stretcher behind them, and they put them on the stretcher. There's already like an IV bag, like a med tech is there, like and gets an IV bag into them, and says, "Thank you for your efforts here. This is very good work. We'll take it from here."
If we want to follow up on this case, who do we relay this to?
Your Utopia liaison.
We will.
And they cart the boy off and get them into an ambulance. And you guys get that little light on your communicator goes off, and you get like a return to command base.
I'm going to follow up on this. I've been allowed to help with new novas. I'm gonna go find them.
All right.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I am not okay, but We'll talk about that later, I guess.
We need to stick around, or should we head on back?
It looks like there is like social services, police are dealing with the byblows of what's going on here. You think you might just be doing too many cooks in the pot here?
It says return to base.
I'll grab you then, and then I'll fly back. But his flight is he is taking deliberate caution and being very level and methodical with it, almost not trusting himself to not go full speed.
Okay. So you guys head back to the command tent. Back at the stage area, Cassie and Rant, you guys make it back there. Your people have been keeping things up, keeping the protest going.
Oh, thank
Um,
goodness.
I have
a
something
quick-
for this.
A quick check of social media shows that like your message is still out there, but it's nowhere near like where you think it should be in terms of what's expected of you. But yeah, what were you gonna do, Matthew?
Coming out of the crowd, sort of near the leaning up against this is Eidos. He's leaning up against the stage.
Hey, look, he's over there.
Yeah, I don't like him. I'm getting
Ooh.
on the stage.
Yeah, keep it up. I'll talk to him, okay?
Fine.
Okay, so you head up onto the stage, Rant.
Yep.
And what are you doing?
Yeah, so Rant's just going to lead kind of like a round of chants of free sluice, but actually trying to stay like relatively calm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and Rant's actually really upset when their kids are hurt or leave like particularly new novas. Like it really, really bothers him. So he's trying to do that while also like not freaking the fuck out, but it's probably close.
Okay.
Aw.
I want a presence integrity roll.
Right. Two successes.
Okay. It's very like by the numbers. You're kind of letting you're letting the part of you that is like the control over your quantum powers to just like direct people. You're more influencing your own people who kind of are already in the program,
Right.
to keep going and reinforcing it to keep it going. Like, but your heart's not in it. Like your heart is very like your internal you self is very much focused on your own shit.
Yeah.
But you're able to not let it interface with what you're trying to do and corrupt it basically.
Sounds good.
Okay. So Cassie, you go over to Eidos.
Hey,
I
did you
Seem-
see all that?
Yes, I did. Very intriguing.
Mm.
He takes a moment and listens to Rant, and he's like, he's doesn't sound all there.
That
Maybe
that kid had some traumatic mental powers. That's all.
Your decision, of course, but I would advise that it's time to wrap up the party at least.
I'll tell him that
Besides-
after this set we're done. Okay?
All right. That would be acceptable. I think some people back at the Blackburn would like to discuss with you about the situation you were just involved in.
Oh boy. Good or bad? Come on, you could tell me.
Intrigued.
Intrigued. That's ominous.
Most things are with the Terrigen.
Okay. She gives Rant just mentally her voice, like communicates with him with her voice. We're probably gonna be wrapping up soon. Find a good stopping point.
Okay. Rent's gonna like take a deep breath, direct everyone around. All right, pack it up. We're going home.
Okay, yeah, everyone like definitely like the weird robed people are like lockstep on board.
Yep.
Some of the party people are a little more along the lines of like, yeah, we'll stick around, but we won't.
Yeah, some of them
Yeah.
will wander off.
Jeez. Let's get back on the bus.
Yeah, you're able to like by the numbers get most everyone back on the bus, shut things down, and extricate yourselves from the protest situation. Back at the command tent, things seem to be going smoothly. Obviously Utopia handled a lot of the coordination with the EMTs and the social services areas. They're getting reports back from other agents out in the field managing other parts of the protests. There is basically in your guys' area, there is one of the people there who had like the Aeon Society pin and was a part of that group is sitting where you guys have your little command area.
So yeah, Waterlily will take a second, like several deep breaths, try and put. I was about to say it's not hard. It's not easy to rattle her, and that has definitely done it. But eventually, she will basically like squeeze Schwarzschild on the shoulder and sort of disengage and walk over to the gentleman with the Aeon Society pen.
Says, "Hello, Miss. Hello, Virginia. How are you doing?"
We'll be okay.
Good, good. Can you have Levon come over as well?
And turn around and wave to Schwarzschild.
I'll come over. I've gotten like some Nova Strength Gatorade.
Yeah,
The good stuff.
It's
yeah,
electrolytes with water in it.
What plants crave.
yeah. He says, I want to thank both of you for your cooperation out there. I'm Agent Smothers with the Aeon Society. I understand that wasn't standard operating procedure, but we all get our orders from the top, you know.
I'm sorry. It was just everything all combined. It seemed weird.
It was weird. I'm not going to lie to you. That was an anomalous situation. That's what our division is all about. Not every eruption is standard, if such a thing can be called for eruptions. But I actually wanted to have an opportunity to just talk with you two, make sure both of you are okay. Anything that I can do for either of you to help you guys deprocess with this, I am something of a specialist in this area.
I would really just like to know that I would get to eventually talk to that young man.
Same here.
It's a situation where I've been studying behavioral health and trying to help young novas, and that particular ability is
It's rare.
painful.
Yes, that's another way to put it. I'm not going to straight up lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, absolutely, you can 100% see that person again. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. We have to assess them. There's a lot of factors in play regarding this. I will say that if it is possible, then I will facilitate it. But I can't give you a strong yes or no right now.
Thank you. I understand. However, I will put down the expectation that you will very likely hear from me, or someone will. I can be very determined, and this is a little close to home. This person.
It's to be expected. We'll work with you as best we can.
Thank you.
And actually, if you the two of you don't mind, I would like to, I guess, check you out, make sure everything's okay. He kind of taps his forehead.
You mean Scanning.
Yes, quick, non-intrusive, just to make sure nothing got in.
What would be getting in?
When I say that these situations are anomalous, it means there's a lot of unknowns.
I would prefer if there was something that is a physical concern to me, that my medical needs also involve our liaison.
Certainly. Do you feel that way as well, Yvonne? If you feel that way, then we're going to have to go back to headquarters.
I'm assuming you've read my file.
I've skimmed it. Should I read it a bit more carefully?
If you know what you're getting yourself into, then sure, go ahead.
Okay. He reaches out his hand and just lightly touches your temple. And you feel something akin to that sensation that you felt around the young man, but much, much more tamped down and not at all unpleasant. It's just more like a coolness just sort of passes over your head. He says, I don't see anything wrong. You're good.
All right.
Waterlily, if you'd like to have your liaison present, that means we would need to go back to headquarters to take care of this.
I understand. And yes, I feel that is proper medical procedure.
Very well. And you guys are escorted to a car. Yvonne, do you want to stay here or do you want to come with her?
I'll look out to the crowd. Does it, in as much as it can be determined from where we are, does it seem to have settled back down?
It's settled. You think that you can't say for certain that everything's going to be okay, but there's no active like hotspots going on right now.
I'll come back with y'all.
All right. Over at the Blackbird, you guys make your way back. Your car drives separately from the armada of kooks, and it sort of like takes an express lane to into Harlem back to the hotel. You guys have anything you guys want to go over during the drive?
Are you okay?
Fine. Are you?
No. Are you?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't like seeing. Rant actually starts crying.
Baby, no. No.
And then he clearly controls himself and stops and is like, no, that is the exact opposite of the things I like to be involved with.
Somebody erupting?
Someone erupting in pain and trauma.
Is that how it happened for you?
Yeah, we'll just say yeah. I don't want to get into it.
Okay. That kind of went tits up.
Yeah, not how I expected it to.
No, not really. I'm actually pretty disappointed and like upset about the whole thing. Like I believe in destiny and everything, but this fucking sucks dick. I hate it.
Yeah, I think that's an understatement.
Ugh. God. We shouldn't. Where did the person go? Did you give him to them?
Look, we weren't going to take the kid out of there. Not with 2 Teen Tomorrow people there and all of them being right there in front of the UN. Would I have liked to? Yes. Would it have happened without a fight? No. It's better to put him into their system. Hopefully he gets out of it.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. That's weird. Okay.
It sucks. It's terrible. It's the worst fucking thing ever. It's like putting a...
Like, does his family know? Like, are they going to tell his family?
It depends, I guess. I don't know. I avoided that whole thing when I erupted.
Oh, yeah, same. Okay. Whatever. It's cool. It's fine. At least nobody got shot. And she doesn't say anything for the rest of the ride.
Okay. So the car makes it back to Harlem, back to the Blackburn. You guys are met with basically one of the Count's attendants. You guys are both pretty in your own heads. So it kind of bounces off with you. Like the person who's leading you up to the Count's office is rather shaken. Like you can notice it, but it probably doesn't register with you on much of a level. So you're led up to the Count's office, and the door opens, and you are met with the Count, and sitting in sort of like a large size chair is a very powerfully built man with short cropped red hair. And when the two of you come in, he is clearly in conversation with the Count. And that conversation immediately stops. They both stand. The man turns to greet the two of you and says, Rant, Sovereign, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am Divismall. And that's where we'll end it this week. Tune in next time to see where things go from here on Aberrant Atomic Youth. Don't forget to follow the characters on Twitter to see more of the story, and follow Simulacra RPGs for updates on the show and the channel. If you'd like to support the show, you can subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels at Simulacra TV, but the best way is to go to patreon.com/Simulacra Studios and become a patron. A big thanks to our $5 and up patrons. You keep the story going, and we couldn't do it without you. Until next time, remember, your legacy is our future.